The Middle American Research Institute, also known as M.A.R.I, was founded in 1924. So it's been at Tulane for nearly 100 years now. And is an institute that, from its inception, has been studying the indigenous cultures of Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean. M.A.R.I is an institute that consists of various, we call them departments. That is, there are various things that we do here, and we sort of specialize a little bit in terms of our daily activity. So the institute has a collection of artifacts, ethnographic and archaeological material that has been collected over the last century. It also has a very large archive of documents. Sometimes they're research notes, sometimes they are correspondences of the various directors. We also have a large internal library, and because of our collections and our archives, we also have a small gallery, exhibit gallery. So we have several things that we do here that are part of the curation of the collections, the curation of the archives, doing public outreach programs through exhibits, photography exhibits, artifact exhibits. Beyond that, there are other aspects to the Institute, such as events, as well as research in what we call GIS, or Geographic Information Systems. So we do a whole host of both research, outreach, and then curatorial activities here.
We have ethnographical and archaeological materials. The collections is just where we house them all. M.A.R.I interns and volunteers work with me to help manage the collections. They do things like processing newly donated materials. We rehouse existing collections, set up for class visits or school visits. Sometimes they'll get out artifacts that school groups can visit and learn more about different cultures.
The M.A.R.I archives are a repository for information about archaeological projects and other research that's been carried out in Mesoamerica for about the last 100 years. Students and interns do a lot of work in the M.A.R.I archives. They help us organize and digitize collections. Also, every semester they create a photo exhibit using images from the archival collections that gets hung in the main hallway at M.A.R.I. The types of information that we house here includes correspondence, maps, photographs, field notes. We also have a small collection of paintings and drawings from artists who have worked in Mesoamerica.
What is the M.A.R.I GIS lab is a computer lab for remote sensing and geographic analysis of basically map data. GIS stands for Geographic Information Systems. So we have specialized software for manipulating data that has geographic coordinates. In the GIS lab, I teach a class on geographic information systems and other programs that allow us to generate maps based on archaeological data and environmental data. And in addition to teaching the class, we work on our research projects. They're faculty projects as well as student projects. And so it's a lot of fun to be in there when there are other people working.
Every year we host a Tulane Maya Symposium, which is one of our mainstays here at M.A.R.I. It involves collaborating with Maya archaeologists, linguists, ethnohistorians, working with them to put together an engaging presentation for an academic and also a broader community.
We have to show people that we are a thing, whatever that thing might mean. And I think we've tried to do that over the last few years to sort of show, look, we have things. We're not immensely large, but we are an institute that can host internships, we can do activities, we can consider events and so forth. We have a Facebook page, we have an Instagram page, I think we're on Twitter now. Dinwiddie Hall is where the institute has been housed, and it's been housed there since its founding, basically since 1924. It's been in the Dinwiddie building, so almost 100 years, and it hasn't moved.